It's very different. I go to quite a lot of conferences, and often you have panel sessions that seem to not have too much focus. But the format of this was interesting because it gave each of the speakers time on their own to tell their story. And I find that very useful, particularly with some of the technology. It's quite complicated, so you really need the experts to explain to the rest of us how it worked. So yeah, I like the format. It's quite different. I think the content was quite variable, but a lot of it was very good. And I think as organisers, you face a challenge because you don't always know what the presenters are going to be like. But I would say generally the quality was very high. And all the people I've spoken to said they learnt a lot from the 2 days. Either they learnt about some technology they weren't aware of, or they understood more about some of the technology that's being used. And also they managed to get into the minds of some of their customers, which is important. Well, I think these sort of conferences are particularly important because we tend to talk to a lot of people who talk about technology but don't actually know what it is. These tend to be people who are not engineers. They may be politicians or they may be regulators, but they talk about technology, and we have to try and help them understand what the technology can do. And to do that, we need to understand much more about the technology, and it's through events like this where you get to talk to the designers, the manufacturers, and the people who are marketing these technologies to really understand what they can bring. So from that point of view, it's a very good education.